What's going on, my trainer club? Today we are going to look at the top tips to help you get ready for the Rhyhorn Shiny Community Day in Pokemon Go. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you hyped to do this Rhyhorn Community Day? Because I absolutely love the shiny. I think it's so cool. I've been waiting for this for a while, so I am ready to go. Let me know in the comments below if you are ready to go too. And if you are anywhere in remotely close to the Atlanta area, I am going to be playing in the Smyrna Market Village on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So if you are there and you'd like to come out for the meetup, definitely come through. You can check it out on my Facebook, on any of my social medias, and most importantly, the event page, which is going to be on my Facebook, which is The Trainer Club. Before we get into this, my buddy FLW Videos got his channel hacked from some hackers. Unfortunately, really worked really hard to get his subscriber base up, so I'm going to put his channel in the description below. I would super appreciate if you guys have watched or haven't watched him. He puts out some awesome Pokemon Go informational videos that are going to help you out, so check out my description, head on over to his channel, and give him a sub, or give him a sub back if you have and were subscribed in the past. Let's get back into it. So as far as the Rhyhorn Community Day, it's going to be on Saturday, February 22nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Northern Hemisphere. In the Southern Hemisphere, it's going to be from 3 to 6 p.m. to help you guys out with heat later in the day. So Rhyhorn can be shiny, and the most important thing is that you're going to have 3 times catch Stardust as the bonus, which is the most prevalent thing that we've been talking about for a little while. And Rhydon into Rhyperior, which is going to take a Sinnoh Stone, is going to give you the move Rock Wrecker. We do not know too much about the move yet. It has not been loaded into the game, but as soon as we do so, we will check out everything we need to know in the best of the best. What do we do with Rhyperior, with Rock Wrecker, and how does it stack up for a rock attacker in Pokemon Go? And do not forget that Rhydon into Rhyperior is going to require a Sinnoh Stone. So what does that mean for you? You need to do your 3 battles against other trainers per day for PvP. It could be any of the leagues, because doing these battles can reward you with Sinnoh Stones. And don't forget to battle the team leaders 3 times per day, because 3 times is going to be the only amount of time that you're able to get a reward from these, which would include a Sinnoh Stone. So you definitely want to do this as much as possible every single day. 3 and 3, which is 6 totals. Make sure to commit that to yourself so you can try to get more Sinnoh Stones to help you evolve more. With everything we need to know, we are going to get into my top 5 tips that are going to help you max out on Rhyhorn Community Day in Pokemon Go. So let's do it. Tip number 1. Tip number 1 is going to be starting right now. If you have been listening to my tips, you now have to change over in the stacking research tasks. We are now going for the Umbreon and the Espeon because it's going to be a second evolve Pokemon, very easily, readily available to stack in your tasks, meaning you encounter it, you give it probably some type of berry. You don't have to, but I suggest doing it because it's going to make it catch easier during the day, and then you're going to run from the task. It's then going to stack up at the very top of your tasks. So doing this under these 2 tasks. Number 1, defeat 3 Go Rocket Grunts, not the Valentine's Day anymore, because it's the regular one, which is going to give you an Espeon. The 100% IV is going to be 1358, and then battle in a raid is going to give you a Umbreon, 100% IV, 916. Those 2 tasks you want to encounter as much as you possibly can. Run from all of them as you possibly can. The goal is to get to 100. I know that's a lot, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to pay off for the Stardust. So that's going to be my number 1 priority, to sync up with the 3 times catch Stardust bonus. It's going to be amazing. And we also have to start syncing up on our prep items in our bag. So we need Ultra Balls, as many Ultra Balls as you possibly can get your hands on, because I don't just think this obviously is about the Rhyhorns and the shinies, it's about the Stardust. We have Ultra League right now in the Go Battle League if you guys are participating. Coming soon is going to be the Master League. So you guys absolutely must have Stardust for both of these leagues. They are expensive, they get expensive. The legendaries to unlock the second charge moves are going to be 100,000 Stardust, so you have to be prepped and ready. That's why this is so crucial. You're also going to need 6 star pieces because they last 30 minutes. For 3 hours, we're gonna need 6. So make sure to have those. And then you also want to get Pineapple Berries if you do need Rhyhorns, because they are a Gen 1 Pokemon, so they have become quite extinct now. They used to be very common, especially in the sunny and partly cloudy weather, but they are now not very common anymore. So anything you do need, now would be a great time to bring as many Pineapple Berries as you possibly can if you are a newer player, or if you don't have that much candy of the Rhyhorn. And you also need to clear your bag out. So I would suggest, as always, gauge from your last community days, but this community today, I suggest you guys going as hard as possible for the Stardust, and I would suggest if you're going to go as hard as possible that you clear out probably 500 plus spaces in your bag. Just make it a point to go through, check all the IVs that you've been saving. Maybe they're PvP IVs, check them all, get them out. It's time to go. It's time to get you ready and prepped, because that's gonna lead us into tip number 2. Tip number 2 is gonna get us closer to the event. Tip number 1 was leading into the event. Tip number 2 is gonna be right on the day of the event. So you're going to want to be in a downtown area. Let's come on back here for this. Don't go too far. We got some tips to cover. You want to be in a downtown area as much as possible, meaning you want to be in a very densely spawning area, and then you're going to use your lures. And this is the only time, from what I've seen in the other events that are going on, when we can use the premium lures to get boosted. And I did suggest you guys use magnetic lures, and I did see some people say, according to the Sylph Road, it's not going to be boosted because they don't normally get boosted. However, we are switching over our spawns. So typically, yes, they will be boosted already, but this lure boosts that type of Pokemon in general. So if there is any time for a magnetic lure to boost this type of Pokemon, it would be right now. And you are going to want to set up your timers to remind you to put on your star pieces. If you ever haven't used my timer trick, now would be the time to do so. You do not want to miss out on 1 minute of 3 times catch Stardust on a star piece. You absolutely must have your timer set every 30 minutes, 11:30, 12, 12:30, 1, 1:30, and then 2. Event is over. Then it's going to be time for trading, but we'll get to that in a little bit. You also want to know what the IVs are. So instead of doing search strings, because it's really hard to tell now that we're looking for 2 totally different sets of IVs, PvP is one thing. You can't really search through a 1, 2, 3, or 4 star, and then 4 stars is obviously easy. So 4 star and 3 star, you could definitely search through those guys quickly and easily. And you can reverse search by the CP if you really want to get the low ones or the high ones. But as far as the PvP IVs go, Rhydon is going to be at level 17.5 at a 215-14 for the Great League. And for the Ultra League, it's going to be at level 29.5, which means it's going to be a power-up dust of around 5,000. It can be there, it just can't be over 5,000, even though level 30 goes all the way to 5,000. At a 0-14-14, Rhyperior is going to be level 15, 0-14-14. But as far as the Ultra League, 0-14-14 at level 25. But the best usage for these guys is going to be in the Master League, so you're going to want to try to get close to as 100% IV as possible, 15-15-15. Which is going to bring us to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is going to be at the start of the event. You want to hit friend bonuses right up front, hit the Ultra Friends and the Best Friends, and then get that XP all in a condensed time, so you don't have to lucky egg the entire time, because I always recommend that you guys are stacking up in the meantime while we are getting towards the next community day, and use that community day to push through all of your friends' XP on a lucky egg and completely maximize, because it is by far the most dominating way to raise your XP in this game. And also, this event is during the Friends Fest, so send as many gifts as possible during this to your lower friends that you want to rank up, because you're going to be increasing friendship faster. You can hold up to 20 gifts in your bag, and also you can open up to 40 per day. So commit to your lower friends that you've been wanting to rank up to best friends, because then we have more potentials to get lucky friends on interactions. Which brings me to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is going to be, number 1, Rhyhorn is going to be ground and rock combination, so it's going to be boosted in partly cloudy and sunny weather, because those are the 2 typings. So you're able to get weather boosts, which is going to bring it all the way to level 35, which is important, but more importantly, you're gonna get the Stardust boost on that catch. We're gonna check out what the 100% IVs are gonna be for all of them right now. If it is going to be in research, level 15, it's going to be 707 for the 100% IV. If you can hatch it, it's going to hatch at 100% IV, level 20, 943, or if it's in raids as well, 943 is going to be the 100% IV. So if it is any weather condition besides sunny and partly cloudy, it can get all the way to level 30. That is going to be the max 100% IV, which is going to be 1415. So anything that you see remotely close to that number is definitely going to be a very high IV Pokemon, because that is the highest it can go. So if it is a 14, 15 or anywhere close there, it's going to be a pretty good IV at level 30. But if it is going to be weather boosted, it can go all the way to level 35. So 14, 15 is no longer going to be valid. The next 100% IV max capacity is going to be 1533 at level 35. So you don't use that 1415 anymore. You're gonna use the 1533 to look out for and try to find a Pokemon that's as close to that as possible, because that's gonna be the highest level. And obviously you guys wanna be using the quick catch trick, which is going to be the skip animations during your catching, because it's going to help you catch Pokemon faster, which will help you get more Stardusts. And you're gonna be wanting to do your research tasks that you have stacked up. There's two places and scenarios that you can use. Number one, you could start and just blow through the entire stack right away, or you could do it as I will, and I will go throughout the entire day, and as I'm catching as many Rhyhorns as possible, if I come to a dead zone, I will make sure to do it. But if you do it this way, make sure to put a timer on for 1:45 or for 5:45, so you have 15 minutes to make sure that you get through your stacked tasks, because you don't want to leave this community day having second evolutions in there when you could have gotten triple Stardust for catching them. Which is going to bring me to my tip number 5. Tip number 5 is going to be trade as much as you possibly can during the allotted 2-hour time frame afterwards where you can get the moveset. I would suggest probably trading for about an hour. Hopefully you guys can hit your cap of 100 trades. And remember, you definitely are going to get boosted candies. So just for trading under 10 kilometers, you're getting 2 candies if you need any more candies. If you're trading over 10 kilometers, all the way until 99.9, you're gonna be getting 4 candies because we're boosted during the event. And then over 100 kilometers, you're going to be getting 6 candies per trade. Then if you transfer, it's 7 plus the 6 you got with the caught with the pineapple berries, for a grand total of 13 candies per catch, which is absolutely mind-blowing. So you want to max out on this as much as possible. And you want to evolve as many of these as possible. So you're going to need to have Sinnoh Stones. Sinnoh Stones can come, like we talked about earlier, from doing your 3 team leader battles per day, as well as battling 3 people per day. And usually I'll make a recommendation that's like, you can trade one of these guys with a lucky friend to get a shiny lucky Rhyperior. However, the 21st all the way to the 24th is going to be the reduced Stardust for trades. If you're going to be trading for a shiny that you don't have, I wouldn't suggest doing it now. Evolve as many shinies as possible, and then on the 25th of February, we're gonna be able to get 2 special trades per day. So everybody's going to have shiny Rhyperiors, most likely, that you can just trade then, and you'll be able to do 2 of them per day. So save these shiny Rhyperiors for that time frame to trade, rather than doing it right now and wasting something that you could have done, like a shiny legendary or a shiny that you wanted that you don't have, and you can get it for half the Stardust. So that's gonna do it, guys. Make sure to have all your items stacked, make sure to have your bag cleaned out, make sure you have your pineapple berries up, make sure you have Ultra Balls up, make sure you have as many friendship bonuses pushed to the top, and you want to send as many gifts as possible, because you can hold up to 20, you can open up to 40, and your friendship levels are going to be increasing faster. So for all of your lower friends that you've been hoping to get your friendship levels up quicker, now would be a great time. Commit to opening with your lower friends, because we already had the increased lucky friends. Now we're going to be here. Stack up on all the research tasks and be ready to max out, because this is going to be fun. 3 times catch Stardust coming right at you. So thank you for tuning in, all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, and everybody that takes their subscriptions to the next level in every facet. I'm gonna see you out on that next video. Peace! I just want to take a moment and sincerely thank all of my Patreon members, everybody that has taken their subscription to the next level and chosen to support me on this platform. I greatly appreciate you guys. As a growing channel and really trying to grow and improve as much as I possibly can, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I cannot wait to connect with you soon, and I appreciate you guys all for being a part of the Trainer Club. I will see you guys out on the next video.